Have you ever wondered how uncomfortable the mattresses were in the medieval times? Picture a world where memory foam and spring coils are yet to be invented, where the concept of a good night's sleep is as elusive as the mythical dragons of lore. Our journey begins in the realm of medieval times, where comfort was a luxury few could afford. The humble mattress, often taken for granted in our modern world, has a history as rich and varied as the tapestries that adorned castle walls. The evolution of this everyday item, from rudimentary sleeping pads to the plush, cloud-like beds we enjoy today, is a testament to human ingenuity and our constant pursuit of comfort. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the past, revealing the top 5 most uncomfortable mattresses that people had to endure during the medieval era. From straw sacks to feather beds, brace yourselves for a fascinating exploration of discomfort. Stay tuned as we count down the top 5 most uncomfortable mattresses from the medieval era. Coming in at number 5, we have the straw sack. Now, this might sound rustic and charming, but let me assure you it was far from a comfortable night's sleep. The straw sack was one of the most common types of mattresses used during the medieval times. It was essentially a bag filled with straw. Sounds simple, right? Well, not quite. The straw sack was a staple for many households, not because it was the epitome of comfort, but because it was affordable and the materials were readily available. In fact, it was often the only option for those who couldn't afford the luxury of a feather or wool-stuffed mattress. But don't let its popularity fool you. The straw sack was known for its lumpy and uneven texture. The straw inside would often clump together, creating an irregular surface that was anything but conducive to a good night's sleep. You'd often find yourself in the middle of the night, trying to fluff up your mattress, only to have it lump together again in no time. Moreover, the straw sack wasn't just uncomfortable, it was also a hotbed for pests. Straw, being a natural material, attracted all sorts of critters from bugs to mice. So, not only did you have to deal with the discomfort of a lumpy mattress, but you also had to contend with the possibility of sharing your bed with unwanted guests. And let's not forget about the straw poking through the sack. Nothing quite like a sharp piece of straw jabbing into your back in the middle of the night. It's safe to say that the straw sack was less of a bed and more of a nightly challenge, a test of endurance, if you will. So next time you find yourself grumbling about your mattress, just remember, you could be sleeping on a sack of straw. Now, doesn't that make your memory foam feel like a cloud? Imagine sleeping on a sack of straw every night. At number 4, we find the Pea-Shuck mattress. Now, if you thought the straw sack was a bumpy ride, let's venture into the realm of the Pea-Shuck mattress. A slight upgrade from its straw counterpart, the Pea-Shuck mattress came into play as an attempt to offer a more luxurious sleep. Imagine a time when the concept of luxury was so different. The Pea-Shuck mattress, as the name suggests, was filled with the shells of peas. Yes, you heard it right. After the peas were shelled, the husks were not wasted but used as stuffing for mattresses. A classic example of medieval recycling, if you ask me. But let's be honest, as eco-friendly as it sounds, it does make you cringe a bit, doesn't it? Now, peas are small and round, but their shells? Quite the opposite. Hard, irregularly shaped, and anything but comfortable. Imagine laying down on a bed filled with hard, bumpy pea husks. Every toss and turn would be a crunchy adventure, and not in a good way. The Pea-Shuck mattress was a constant reminder of the peasantry's struggle for comfort. But it wasn't all bad. Compared to the straw sack, the Pea-Shuck mattress did have its benefits. For starters, it was less likely to harbor insects. Also, the Pea-Shucks were more resilient and didn't compress as quickly as straw, giving the mattress a longer lifespan. But let's not kid ourselves. The peasantry didn't choose this mattress for its merits. It was a matter of making do with what they had. So next time you find yourself complaining about your memory foam not being soft enough, spare a thought for those who dreamt on a bed of Pea-Shucks. The Pea-Shuck mattress, a true testament to the lengths humanity has gone to rest their weary bodies. Not quite the princess and the pea, is it? Scene script. Number 3 on our list is the wool-stuffed mattress. A step up from the straw sack and Pea-Shuck mattresses, we find the wool-stuffed mattress. It was the medieval equivalent of an upgrade from economy to business class, but let's not get too excited. While it was indeed softer and less prickly than its straw and Pea-Shuck counterparts, it had its own set of discomforts. Wool, you see, has a unique property. It's a natural insulator. This meant that those who slept on wool-stuffed mattresses were kept toasty warm during the chilly winter months. Sounds cozy, right? Well, not quite. This insulation feature also had a downside. In the hot summer months, the mattress would retain heat, making for a sweaty and uncomfortable night's sleep. Now let's talk about the texture. Initially, a wool-stuffed mattress would have been quite soft and fluffy, but wool has a tendency to become compacted over time. Imagine, if you will, sleeping on a cloud that slowly turns into a rock. As the nights rolled on, the wool would compact, creating lumps and hard spots. This led to an uneven sleeping surface that could easily put your back out of alignment. And then there was the issue of hygiene. Wool is a natural fiber, which means it's susceptible to pests. Bedbugs, fleas, and other unwelcome guests were common issues with these mattresses, and let's not forget about the smell. Wet wool has a distinctive odor that's hard to ignore, especially when it's right under your nose. Despite these discomforts, the wool-stuffed mattress was still a luxury in the Middle Ages. Only the well-off could afford such a bed, as wool was a high-priced commodity. But all the money in the world couldn't make these mattresses comfortable. So, while the wool-stuffed mattress may have been softer than straw and Pea-Shucks, it was far from perfect. It was too hot in the summer, too lumpy after a while, and let's not even get started on the smell. A bit too firm for a good night's sleep. The second most uncomfortable mattress is the horsehair mattress. In the grand tapestry of medieval discomfort, the horsehair mattress holds a rather prickly place. Imagine, if you will, a bed stuffed not with soft feathers or even straw, but with hair. And not just any hair, horsehair. The horsehair mattress was not a commoner's bed. Oh no. It was considered a luxury item, a status symbol of sorts. After all, it takes quite a bit of horsehair to fill a mattress, and horses were valuable commodities. But wealth and status do not always equate to comfort. The horsehair, while having a certain springiness that might seem appealing, could be rather unforgiving to the unsuspecting sleeper. The hair fibers, thick and coarse, could poke through the mattress cover, causing discomfort to the sleeper. Imagine trying to catch 40 winks while feeling like you're being pricked by 1,000 tiny needles. Then there's the issue of maintenance. Horsehair, like any animal fiber, is prone to pests. Bedbugs, lice, and a variety of other uninvited guests could make their home in the horsehair mattress, making it not just uncomfortable but downright unpleasant. And let's not forget the smell. Horsehair, like any animal product, has a distinct aroma, and while some might find the scent of horsehair comforting, for others it could be a rather pungent reminder of the mattress's equine origins. Despite these challenges, the horsehair mattress was a sought-after item in medieval times. But for the modern sleeper, accustomed to the softness of memory foam and the support of pocket springs, a night on a horsehair mattress would likely be a rather uncomfortable experience. So, the next time you find yourself tossing and turning on your modern mattress, spare a thought for the medieval sleepers and their prickly, smelly, bug-infested horsehair mattresses. Luxury doesn't always mean comfort. And the most uncomfortable mattress from the medieval era is the featherbed. Now you might think that a bed filled with feathers would be the epitome of luxury and comfort, but you'd be mistaken. The featherbed, despite being the priciest option available, had its significant drawbacks. Imagine, after a long day of jousting or weaving, you retire to your feather bed, only to be greeted by the sharp jabs of quills poking through the fabric. Not quite the cozy nest you'd envisioned, right? The feathers, while soft initially, would compress over time, creating a hard, uneven surface. And if that wasn't bad enough, the feathers could also retain heat, making the bed uncomfortably warm during the summer months. So, while the feather bed might have been a sign of wealth and status, it was far from being a comfortable sleeping solution. Who knew that sleeping on feathers could be so uncomfortable? From straw sacks to feather beds, the journey of mattresses has been quite a ride. It's fascinating to see how far we've come in our quest for a good night's sleep. In the medieval times, comfort was a luxury few could afford. The straw sack, the Pea-Shuck mattress, the wool-stuffed mattress, the horsehair mattress, and even the feather bed, all were attempts to make sleep a little more bearable. Yet they pale in comparison to the plush, supportive mattresses we're accustomed to today. The evolution of comfort is a testament to human ingenuity and our relentless pursuit for better living conditions. It's a story of how we've turned the simple act of sleeping into an art form. In this era of memory foam and smart mattresses, it's easy to forget the discomfort our ancestors endured. Thank you for joining us on this trip down memory lane. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content. Comment down below which mattress you found the most surprising. Until next time, sleep tight.